Hello, I'm Karena.
And I'm Jamie.
Welcome to As Told by ADHD. This podcast is the brainchild of two best friends with ADHD who share a passion for learning and a knack for finding the most fascinating tidbits of knowledge.
Each week, we embark on a wild and hilarious journey of discovery as we dive headfirst into topics that pique our curiosity. From dark folklore to bizarre statistics, cultural ceremonies to famous dead people, we're here to entertain, educate, and tickle your funny bone.
This week on As Told by ADHD. To kick off the new season, we are diving into some pop culture with celebrities that you didn't know were related. But first, hi, something different. You can see our faces.
That's true. That is something different.
Everybody says we sound alike, so we thought we needed to change some things.
So, I was listening to some of the things in the past, and we don't sound anything alike, so I don't know why people say that.
We really don't. Maybe first impressions type thing. Maybe we're just used to each other's voices. I don't know. But I've never been able to hear it. I can tell who is who.
But I do hear my voice every day, so it's easy to pick my voice out.
But we're back! We're back! We're back! Hi! That's Jamie!
And that's Karena!
So we are back. New season, new technology. And we are going to talk about some celebrities that you did not know or possibly knew, but we're going to tell you anyway, that we're related.
First, I feel like we should address the elephant in the room, which is my aesthetic is really dark and gloomy, and hers is really bright and fun. I mean, not fun.
It's not fun. It's just sterile. Let's be real.
It's giving hospital.
It is, but if you guys can see behind my camera, which you can't, we have a nice forest green wall. I have plants coming down. I have a beautiful little book collection. I have Lego plants. I'll show you one. We have a cactus. Look at that. Look how cute. So I have it very aesthetically pleasing to my personality that way. And this way is my boyfriend's aesthetic, which is sterile and vanilla. So, and
his
map.
aesthetic is map.
It's map.
And here's my aesthetic, which is a liquor cabinet.
She is nice.
And then we have a cute little vintage radio that does work. It's just not plugged in right now. We have a little Halloween decor that's out all year because why not? And I got some plants right there. And then a painting that I painted with my boyfriend. And then paintings that I painted by myself.
So should we get into it and do the old-fashioned coin flip modified?
Yeah. However, this time, I don't know where my coin is anymore because I've moved recently. So that might be a thing of the past. However, I have a set of dice next to me because I am a nerd that plays Dungeons and Dragons, and I have dice. You're going to call evens or odds, and we're going to roll a 6-sided dice.
Okay. Tell me when.
Evens or odds.
Oh, just say it now. Even.
That's an odd. We got a 1.
No!
That's crazy.
The curse continues. Jamie always has to go first. That's crazy.
Okay, so I know that in the past I have been a yapper. This time it's a lot shorter for me. It may not be short, but it's short for me. We'll be able to fit both stories in one.
No part 2s today.
No part 2s on this one. You get all the information right here, right now.
All right, so let's get into it. Jamie,
okay,
drum roll for the Jamie.
If you had to guess who I did, who do you think I would go for? Or like a genre of famous person?
I think that you would go for an actress in like the 60s or the 70s that's related to somebody who has that vibe today, or maybe a vibe with somebody who's currently sitting on the streets in California or something, and you're like, whoa, this random hobo is related to Marilyn Monroe.
This random famous hobo.
Well, no, it's like, hey, you know this actress? this, like, because there was, like, this model that was found, like, homeless in California, and she was, like, really, really, really famous in her time, but now she's just homeless and on drugs.
That's
crazy stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why my brain went there. But you kind of go twisted like that, so that's why I went twisted like that.
I'm gonna say no. This one's really light and fluffy. I'm gonna say no. You're wrong.
I'm wrong. It's okay.
And then I'm gonna tell you about the person. So I'm gonna start by telling you the story of the person who you may not know about.
Okay.
And then I'm going to name drop halfway through.
Okay.
Because everybody knows this person.
Okay.
Like, I don't know one person who doesn't know who this is.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do you know who Judith Love Cohen is?
Absolutely not.
She was born August 16th in 1933. She's a Leo, if you were wondering. And she was born in Brooklyn, New York. And I searched far and wide for any and all information about her, but I could not, for the life of me, find much about her early life. So I don't really know about, like, mother, father, brother, sister. Like, I don't know anything about her, like, early life.
Right.
But I do know that she has always had a passion for mathematics.
Okay.
And she's a woman of the world, right? And I really identify with her because she's just dabbling in everything she can get her hands on, you know? She was briefly a ballet dancer in the New York Metropolitan Opera Ballet Company.
Okay. So wow. So she's a mathematician and a ballerina so far. Okay.
Yes. And that was the earliest stuff I could find on her. So that was when she was still living in New York and in New Jersey. Or was it?
Okay.
It wasn't New Jersey. It was Brooklyn. So it was still when she was living in New York. And I actually found a video of Miranda Cosgrove talking about her, which I never thought that Miranda Cosgrove was into this kind of stuff. But hey, if you're listening, thanks for that information. And I also reached out to the New York Metropolitan Opera Ballet Company, and they didn't have, they were unable to find the records for her being a part of that, but I don't know if I had the correct years, because they needed a specific time period, and I didn't have that, so I don't know if it's just my lack of knowledge, or if she wasn't there, you know? I tried really hard to find that information. But what we do know is that I'm ready. What we do know is that she graduated from UCLA, the University of California in Los Angeles in 1954, and she earned her degree in mathematics and physics. So she is smart. She's smart. She loves the arts. She's really cool. That's really all I know about her at this point in my story. And after she graduated, she started working for a few different companies over 30 years, and she began working as a mathematical analyst at the age of 21. The company that she worked for no longer exists, but it was closely working with NASA. Right?
What?
And, huh?
What? NASA? Casual name drop? I don't know what company. It doesn't exist anymore, but it worked with NASA. Like, what?
Yeah. I'm sure I saw the name of the company she worked for, but I was like, unimportant. So I didn't write it down for some reason. She married a man named Bernard Siegel in 1953. They had 3 children, David, Howard, and Neil. None of them are famous. Well, kind of. Well, there's like one that's like really well-known professor in like a college somewhere. Unimportant to my story. And then they divorced around like the mid-60s, 1960s, and she remarried to a man named Thomas William Black. They had a child who became one of the most famous people in the early 2000s. And let me tell you the story of his birth.
Hit it. You done got me pumped now. The attitude going. I'm going to tell you about your birth. Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to tell you how this man was born. Okay, in 1969, at the age of 36, while Judith Love Cohen was heavily pregnant with her fourth child, she was working as an aerospace engineer. She was deeply involved with the design and troubleshooting for the abort guidance system, which is like super well known today. Like she basically was one of the people who invented this system, and it's like what keeps astronauts safe going up and down. So
wow,
super cool, super smart. We love her. I think its first debut was for the Apollo lunar module, and it was crucial for the system to bring astronauts safely back to Earth in the primary guidance, or if the primary guidance system failed. And
That's
Judith
insane.
played a significant role in the development.
That is insane.
Right? She's so smart, and I love her so much. I love her so much, and I can't express that enough, and I really want this famous person to watch this so he knows how much I love his mom. She's so cool.
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
I got really excited.
You got very emotional too.
So on the day she went into labor with her fourth child, she brought like a printout, and it wasn't like a printout that you see today. You know those like Xerox machines where it's like that really, 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 really long piece of paper with like the terrible holes in the side? So she brought this really long printout to the hospital, and as she's in labor, she is working on this abort guidance system, and she's like, I figured it out. So she calls someone to come pick up her work. They take it and they fix the problem, and within a couple hours later, this beautiful baby boy named Thomas Jacob Black was born, and he is known as the Jack Black.
Oh my god, you're kidding.
I'm not. I'm not kidding. She's so cool. I'm not. I make a lot of jokes, but this is not
the man who's sitting here singing La 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 Lava.
Exactly. That
oh
man.
My god. Oh my god.
That man had the most incredible mother. Like,
you would never.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, if I were to dub any woman in the world as a super mom, it would be this woman. Like, obviously, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. Like, I don't know how she was. Like, but, like, she accomplished a lot of stuff in her life, including, but not limited to, ballet. That's super hard. I've done that before. Crazy. She's done, like, she's got her physics and mathematics degree. She had one of the most famous men burst him while fixing a problem for NASA. Crazy.
I cannot fathom the fact that Jack Black, I mean, I'm sorry, no offense, Jack Black, really, no offense, my guy, but your mom paved the way for you to be singing about Minecraft Lava Chicken.
Listen, I think that she created a beautiful path for him, and I'm really happy for him and his mother. And I'm extra happy for him because she's super cool. You want to know what else she did? In 1990, she retired at the age of 57, and she decided to be an author of children's books.
Oh.
And yeah, So she started writing children's books, and they're super cute. You should go check them out. And unfortunately, she lost a short battle to cancer in 2016. And it was never disclosed publicly of what kind of cancer, but damn, she lived an awesome life.
No, seriously though. Like actually,
like
insane.
Yeah.
That is insane.
And that's the story of the birth of Jack Black and his beautiful, amazing, talented, courageous, creative, genius mother, Judith Love Cohen.
Like, seriously, like, that
and
is
her middle name's Love. How cool is that?
I know.
Anyway.
That really was a short story. Like, I'm so proud.
Thank you.
Look at you. Even though, like, you've, like, motivated me to, like, become Jack Black's mom after, like, the passion in that story, bro.
You're gonna try to make a Jack Black?
No. No, I just want to be, like, a mathematician, like, superhero, essentially. Like,
yeah, she does feel like a superhero. I'm not gonna lie. So, Jack Black, if you watch this, know your mom is hella cool. I respect the hell out of her, and I hope that wherever she is, if you believe in an afterlife, that she is living the most peaceful afterlife. Or if you believe in reincarnation, whatever you believe in, I hope that she is reincarnated to the best person in the world. She already did it once. She could do it again.
Period. Statement ended. Period.
The likelihood of Jack Black listening to this is little to none. But if you do, you're super cool and your mom's cooler. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. Your mom's just really cool. Anyway.
I went to go see School of Rock with her on Broadway.
That was really cool.
And the only reason we wanted to see it was because you were the original.
Yeah. Also, I love the movie The Holiday. That was like I had a huge crush on you when I was like 4. I don't know when it came out.
I was a child.
I was a child. You're super talented with singing. I'm acting like I'm talking to Jack Black, like he's actually going to listen to this. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But your mom's really cool.
Your mom is so cool. Okay, so it's my turn. On to the next, okay? So I'm going to be name dropping a lot of celebrities here. And so this is a story of...
So we have like a case of nepotism going on?
Possibly. In the future, maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the yes, but it's just an unlikely companionship that would come out of this, an unlikely marriage that would come out of this. You would not think that these spectrum families, celebrity families, would come together, but they did. Okay, are you ready? And you might know as soon as I do. You can try, yeah.
Is it going to be like a reality TV star and their family, or like, is it going to be like a producer who's hella ugly?
Nope.
Okay.
Are you ready? Well, then let's get into it. So, I'm going to start with Diana Ross. Sweet, lovely Diana Ross.
Mm-hmm.
She, if you guys do not know, for some reason, who Diana Ross is, legendary. She is a singer-songwriter and actress. She was the lead singer of the iconic vocal group, The Supremes, who was Motown's most successful act during the 1960s. Motown... The Supremes was Motown. Motown was the Supremes, okay? Like, they had a heavy hand in pushing Motown music forward. And if you don't know what Motown is, it is a mainstream label for R&B and soul music, and it was established around the 1960s. So just like a little FYI. But more examples of Motown artists that you know of is the Jackson 5, of course, Boyz II Men, Lionel Richie, and there's and it had like the slogan. So if you've heard this before, this is from Motown, the slogan of the sound of young America at that time, because it was pretty much like a musical revolution back
Was Michael
then.
Jackson Motown? I thought he was like the king of
the Jackson
pop.
5 were.
Oh, the Jackson. That makes sense.
The Jackson 5 were. Yeah, him and his brothers were before he veered off and went into his pop route. But the Supremes were one of the world's best-selling girl groups of all time. To this day, they remain some of the best charting female groups in history. And they had a total of 12 number one pop singles in the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. Why is that relevant to today? Because even if you don't know who Diana Ross is, even if you don't know who the Supremes are, you heard her songs. 100%.
Probably.
She was in that group for about 10 years, decided to go solo in 1970, and you know some of her singles.
I'm not
some
gonna
of her
lie.
songs
I
were...
didn't realize that Diana Ross was in the Supremes.
Yeah?
Like, knew both. Like, I knew Diana Ross and I knew the Supremes, but, like, I didn't know the names of the people in the Supremes.
Oh, well, that makes sense, yeah. And then she did look a lot different, and she did kind of change her appearance a little bit when she went solo, but she's had other songs, like Reach Out and Touch Somebody's Hand, which is another massive hit. But in her acting career, because she went solo, and then she started her acting career while she was a solo artist, she had a hit in The Lady Sings the Blues that was released in 1972, where she portrayed Billie Holiday, and she was the first African American actress. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love Billie Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
I love her music.
But she was the first African American actress to receive an Academy Award nomination for a debut film performance. This is in 1972. Okay, so in 1976, she was named Entertainer of the Century. Like, these are very big honors, especially for that time. It being very, like, the only word I can think of is, like, fickle. Like, things, like, big changes were happening. Like, that community, unfortunately, was still going through it. So the fact that she could be this inspirational during that time is revolutionary in its own, on top of it being an honor for her being a professional. But she got married a few times. She had 5 children, which a lot of people know. You have Tracy Ross, Evan Ross, Rhonda Ross, Ross Nayes, and Chudney Ross. All celebrities, all in the TV sphere, musical sphere.
I sure don't know any of those people, but...
I know for sure you know Tracy Ross. If you look up a picture of Tracy Ross, you'd be like, I know exactly who that is. But while we're going on, one of her children, her youngest, Tracy Ross and her youngest son, Evan Ross, are the most famous children. Tracy was a successful actress in shows like Blackish and CSI. And Evan Ross and this is her youngest son, is also an actor. He acted in roles in shows ATL. He was in The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 and 2 as Masala. And now, these aren't the celebrities you didn't know related. Are you ready? Because of a certain family member, one of her children, Diana Ross is related to Ashlee Simpson.
Excuse me?
Simpson.
Wait, by marriage?
By marriage.
Okay, I was like, are you saying Jessica Simpson
I just needed to see your face for a second. I just needed to see your face. Yes, by marriage, Diana Ross is related to Ashlee Simpson. So if you're unaware of who that is, I'm sure if you know her sister, Jessica Simpson. She used to be a pop singer. We all know Jessica Simpson. Reality, yeah, we all.
Like, when I think of Jessica Simpson, I think of the... do you remember her reality show with her ex-husband?
With Nick Lachey?
Nick Lachey, yeah. And I don't remember what brought the subject up, but he said something about the chicken of the sea.
Yeah.
And she, like, could not comprehend it. It went over her head.
Well, I think that's where the blonde joke started really taking hold.
Well, no, I think it started way before that. But
no, yeah, but like reality TV did not make blondes look very nice or smart or intelligent, unfortunately. But
I had Ashley Simpson's album, and it was a bop. Like,
it was a bop when it came out.
I like her music way more than Jessica.
Yes. So Jessica, pop singer, actress, reality TV star, known for the modern day Dukes of Hazzard as Daisy Duke.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But the boyfriend of the Pieces of Me singer, Evan Ross, that is her boyfriend.
That's crazy.
I know. Tell me about it. Jessica Simpson's
He's
little
a cutie.
sister. I know. He's super cute.
Aw, they have cute little kids.
Yeah,
anyway.
I was gonna get. Yeah, so like it could be a nepotism. Like it could be a nepo baby type thing. Because I mean their kids are still very young, and they do have successful careers. Yeah,
because Diana Ross was so famous that that's like the likelihood of Evan Ross becoming famous is higher because of his mother. So I would call that nepotism. Yeah. Just hopefully they aren't like just known. Hopefully they do big things.
Mm-hmm. But so when I thought of Ashley Simpson, when I first was looking into this story, I was like, I thought she was married to Pete Wentz. Do you remember Pete Wentz, rock star?
Who else was?
He's a member of Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
So I was just like, wait, when did this happen? But apparently they got divorced in 2011. And literally just a couple years later, like she kind of got married a little bit quick. You don't know what happens in divorces and relationships and stuff like that, but she married Evan in 2014. So the unlikely pair is the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law relationship between Diana Ross and Ashley Simpson. And when they got married, Diana, married them, which I think is so cool. And she also surprised them at their wedding for singing for them. She doesn't really do that anymore, which I think that's like such a big honor. But
wait, is
now,
she still alive?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was still alive.
Yeah. But like I don't want to say this in a way that sounds like greedy, like she's with Evan just for this, but like since Ashley is a singer, like that is her passion, she now like has access to like this legend in the music scene, in this music career, and she does mentor her. I've seen articles where she's like, no, I'm not like her coach or anything like that, but if like she comes to me and she's like stuck here, or she's trying to figure out like the melody to this, or just something that needs to be tweaked, or just listen to her music, like she will mentor in that sense.
Does she have music still? I didn't think Ashley Simpson was
still
making music.
She is. Mm-hmm.
I'll have to check it out.
So Diana does look at, I mean, I've seen articles where it's like, Ashley's like, oh yeah, I show her all of my music, like every single bit of it. And the other ones are just like, oh, just bits and pieces. She doesn't mind helping out. So I couldn't find like absolute, but her music career is still like her biggest passion. And she has Diana Ross, like, what? She can just be like, hey, mother-in-law, help. Like, she's just like, okay, cool. Like, that's not like a parent, like, no offense to those parents out there, but like a parent that was just like the high school choir teacher or something, you know? Like, you literally have Diana Ross as
which, like,
somebody you can go to.
Simpson might show all of her music to her, but not as like, help me with it. It might be like, look, I'm so proud of this. Look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, either way, I think that's fine.
So the music, so of course Evan and Ashley, they're both very passionate about music. They have a daughter named Jagger who is also very interested in music. And
how old is she now? How old is she now?
I don't know how old she is now. I did look it up, but it's been a minute since we.
I can do it right now. I have it pulled up.
Tell us how old Jagger is. But I think it's cool because this little girl, who's probably Diana Ross's whole world right now, you know, the grandbabies, just kind of hit a soft spot. She has like the most amazing influence in the world, in my opinion, like as her mentor. And to kind of close out, when Ashley Simpson was on the Jennifer Hudson show in 2023, she stated that Diana Ross, like, one, like, crazy that they're related like that, but saying, you know, two, that she is the most wonderful mother-in-law. She is extremely encouraging and is always willing to help them, no matter who it is, whether it's Evan, her, or their daughter Jagger, with their music and hoping that they'll grow in their careers. So, yeah.
That's so
What'd you
sweet.
think?
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought that was, like, I don't know, very unlikely. Because, like, especially when you have, like, these, like, different cultures, essentially. Like, yes, we're all Americans, but, like the black culture and the white culture is still so different. And when you blend it together, you're just, like, it's a stigma almost, but it's just, like, how's that gonna work out? Like, is she gonna really be accepted? Is he really gonna be accepted? Like, you know, what's going on? And I can, you know, coming from somebody who is mixed, like, I even went to my own class reunion a couple years ago. No, yeah, maybe like a year and a half ago now. And they like made a joke, like, oh, I never know if she's, you know, black or white. Like, I don't know. You got to choose one. It's just like, I shouldn't have to. Like,
you shouldn't have
even
to.
though
No.
I look really pale and my boyfriend is white, that is not necessarily like me like declaring like, oh, I'm white or something like that. So like, it's a very weird clash of cultures, and the fact that they were able, like, unfortunately, Ashley Simpson's family has been in a lot of controversy as well. So it's kind of like, how is that going to mix? And the fact that they've mixed so beautifully, I think it's a very beautiful story to come out of Hollywood for sure.
Definitely. I really like that.
Yeah.
And, like, we both were kind of in the realm of, like, guessing each other's, because you were, like, an actress, and then, like, the 50s or something, and I was like...
Right.
It was in the same time frame, kind of.
It was technically. Yeah, technically.
But, like, and then it was an actor.
Yeah.
And then I said reality TV star, but it was related.
It was. Technically. So that's why I was like, technically? Kind of?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes. Like, Ashley herself wasn't really, like, she was kind of involuntarily in TV because her sister had the reality TV show, you know? But, like, it wasn't like her, you know, saying, life with Ashley, like, follow me while I sing the pieces of me, you know?
Yeah. When you started talking about Diana Ross, I really thought you were going to bring up, like, her relationship with Michael Jackson.
So, I just didn't want to get lengthy.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I was, like, if you don't know Diana Ross, but you've heard Dirty Diana, you know Diana Ross.
So, I guess that's it. So, since we've been gone for so long, I honestly am thinking that maybe we should do, like, our next episode, like, honestly being, like, what has happened in our life.
We could do, like, a mini episode or something.
Yeah. Like a mini-sode on why we've been MIA for well over a year, and just do a little catch-up because we've been kind of going through it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Life's been crazy.
It has. But we've made necessary changes. We're working on growth. We're working on some obstacles we're getting over, but we will get over it because we have each other, and we have a lot of water and therapy.
Therapy. Lots of therapy. I have therapy this week.
So take care of yourself. Do something nice for yourself, and we will see you guys next week. Bye. Goodbye.